Hi everyone, welcome to the daily reading. It is September 3rd, which is crazy to me that it's September already. There is a lot going on right now today. And it's mostly good. Like 98% of the energy that's going on today is mostly good. Some of it is really good, but kind of depends on who you are and where you are in your journey or like what you're doing in your life on a day-to-day basis on whether, I just noticed I didn't light my candle, on whether this energy is going to be positive for you or how you're going to take it. Because some people, and the reason why I'm saying this is a lot of it is like happy go lucky, really like optimistic, high energy. You know what I mean? So if you have a hard time flowing with really high energy, or it's like over optimism kind of drives you crazy, which some people, and I'm saying this because that's a real thing. Like for some people, when the energy is like too happy or too supercharged, they're miserable because they're really super anxious and they're crunchy. So if you're that kind of a person, make sure you are taking time to like take a step back and relax. I noticed this morning when I woke up, like I love this energy, but because there's so much of it, I noticed that I was a little dizzy when I woke up this morning, and I thought, okay, well, as the day goes on, I'll get better. I drank some water. That is very key. When the energy is supercharged like this, drinking water can really help the energy pass through. Like it can help it flow through your body easier. And so I noticed drinking water actually really helped. Make sure that you're also eating. Like I know some people like to do fasts and stuff like this. This is not the kind of energy to do a fast in, because your body needs as many calories. You know what I mean? Like your body needs the calories right now, because this energy can like ramp up a person's metabolism, especially if there's a big adrenaline rush or something like that. So some of the things we have many sun aspects, and I'm just going to like list all the sun aspects first and then kind of tell you what it all means. So we have the sun sextile the moon. The moon is currently in Scorpio. We have the sun conjunct with Mercury. We have the sun conjunct with Mars, which is not news. That's not a new thing. I just wanted to add that in. So with those big three things, this is about really being like with the sun sextile moon, it's really about wanting to grow the intentions that you planted at the new moon, or really like start taking action towards it from the new moon energy. This sun stuff is really highlighting the conjunct with Mars, the Mercury, and conjunct with Mercury. It's really about wanting to get things accomplished. So that's what I mean by the high energy. And you're going to be in good spirits to get it done with the aspects from the moon. So we have the moon sextile Mercury, we have the moon sextile Mars, and we have the moon opposite Uranus. So with those things, there's a lot of emotional stability, but passionate. Like you're putting passions into your projects. This is really helping everybody stay super emotionally stable, especially the moon sextile Mercury. It's like the logic and the emotions are cooperating. They're working together. You can logically see and keep your emotions even keel right now. Unless you have a problem with really high energy. And there's one aspect with, let's see. Oh, Jupiter square Neptune can put a little damper. Oh, and the opposite Uranus, the moon opposite Uranus, can make people have emotional outbursts. If you're not like in an emotionally stable place right now, you might find yourself kind of like getting weepy at songs today or things like that. Or if this energy is making you really anxious because it's so high, it's such high energy, you could be getting irritated, like agitated easily with people, and might have an outburst there. Okay. So Then Mercury and Mars are also at 0 degrees exact conjunction. So everybody's mind is really super alert right now. And that can bring a lot of anxiety. Also, if you are like, if you don't do Mercury aspects very well, I would say people that have heavy Mars placements, like Aries, heavy Mars placements, or heavy Mercury placements do really, really well in this energy, because you're like, all right, let's do this. Let's put our thoughts into actions. Let's get things going. Let's get things hopping, that kind of thing, right? This is like having a morning person around you all day long. Seriously, that's like the kind of stuff. And then we have the Venus aspect. So Venus is square Jupiter and it's opposite Neptune. And both of those things, this is where you kind of need to watch yourself when it comes to the romantic side or the money stuff. You can really overly fantasize or overly have illusions right now when it comes to romance. You're like idealizing everything. So if you're the kind of person that's going like, so we have these two different opposite things that are happening where Mercury and Mars and the sun are trying to keep everybody even keeled with their logic, but we also have an emotional stability. But there's this grandiose idea with Venus and Jupiter and Venus and Neptune that you could really idealize. Like if you meet somebody right now, you could really, really, really idealize the kind of partner they could be. And like, not even like you're seeing past all the flaws. You feel like there's nothing wrong with them. Everything is right. And that kind of energy, because it's the Venus energy is moving into Libra in like a week. That energy is really going to last probably until it pops into Libra. It'll linger for a little while. So just really keep yourself in the next couple of weeks. If you've met somebody new, just be alert. You know, use your common sense. Virgo telling you to use your common sense. All right. Couple of announcements before I get into the cards. After I take a drink, just because I'm so excited. So we're going to be putting, and I have to show this to you guys. I just got it today from my jeweler. We have rings made. This is the jade ring. We're also doing a lapis, so it'll be a blue. It'll be a light blue. But you can kind of see it. I'm gonna do a pre-order. This is just, I just wanted to show you guys like how amazing that craftsmanship is. And you can actually even see the stone through the other side of the ring. So it's very cool. I'm gonna have these on pre-order starting later this week. So I just want to show you because I'm so super excited. The necklaces, I only have a few necklaces left. I have like one black tourmaline, one tiger's eye. The people that have ordered necklaces, they are going out today. If you're waiting for your pendant, they're going out today and tomorrow. I have half of them going out today and half of them going out tomorrow. And so if you want to get rose quartz, black tourmaline, tiger's eye, I have a pyrite left. And I think that might be it. And these, we're not making any more of these for a while. So if you really want to get a necklace and you haven't gotten one yet, or you really want to get a pendant and you haven't gotten one yet, now is the time to do it. Because it's just like we're going to go back and revisit the crystal necklaces and revisit these, but I don't know when. Like it could be way later this year, like before the holidays, or maybe even at the beginning of next year. We just have so many ideas and we want to get these rings too done. They're going to be fantastic. I'm so excited. I love it. They're going to be sizes 6, 7, and 8, and you'll be able to pre-order them and stuff like that. So also the $30 one question readings. I had a great time on the live last night. Thank you so much for everybody who participated. I have restocked the $30 one question readings, and I'm offering this for, if you order a one question reading with me today and tomorrow, you will have your video this weekend. So I'm going to I have a dedicated day to finish those videos this weekend. So if you were not a part of the live last night, the one question readings last night, you can order a $30 one question reading. It's a 10-minute video, and I will get that to you by this weekend. Also 20% off all the other personal readings if you want to do a live reading with me. If you feel like you need a little longer of a recorded reading, you can get the 30-minute reading. They're only $60. I think I'm done selling myself. I know that was a lot of announcements, but I just wanted to make sure that I focused and like told you guys all about it and got it out of the way. So if somebody wants to timestamp where the cards are, where the energy starts, all that stuff, that's fine. But I really do want people to be able to hear all the stuff that's going on because there's so much happening right now that I just wanted to make sure that everybody is in the loop. Yeah, I was like a little kid on Christmas waiting for the box to get delivered today for this ring. I was like, where's my ring? Where's my ring? I was like a little kid on Christmas. It was so cute. Ripped the box open. And I'm really excited for you guys to be able to order them. They're so, it's just, he does amazing work. I can't, like, I could just like talk about how amazing his work is all day. Okay, so this is really going along with the energy that I talked about already. So many plans, looking into the future and bringing your ideas into fruition. If you have been a person that has felt like you've been on pause for like way too long, now is the time to really get your stuff moving and get your stuff in action. That doesn't mean that it's going to happen exactly the way that you want it to. And I always feel like I have to preempt it like that because everybody, you know, I'm the kind of person that's like, I'm an optimistic realist, okay? Like, I'm the kind of person that says, you can do it. The energy is perfect for you to do it. Get out there, put yourself out there, get moving, get shaking, get going. But remember that what you want and what's best for you may not be the same thing. It might be the same thing. You may be so in tune with how you're feeling and the things that you want to accomplish in your life that it may be exactly what it is that you're supposed to be doing or exactly what you want. But if it doesn't happen exactly the way that you thought it was going to, or it doesn't line up the way that you thought it was going to, just keep yourself open for it. That's how you're going to get to victory, right? So we have the Three of Wands. We have the Ace of Swords. And we have the Six of Wands. And so the victories line up in a way where you're putting your best foot forward, or you're putting your best idea forward and letting the universe ride with it. And you're saying, you know what? If this is for my best and highest good, so be it. If it's not, steer me in the direction that I'm supposed to go in. That's what this feels like. Like wonderful energy so far, exactly with what's going on. This is coming after, and we've had to deal with this card a couple of times in the last few weeks, and I get it. I think that you guys right now, some of you are really picking yourselves up off the floor after going through a really, really difficult ending in your life. And it's almost as if, so then I have the Ten of Swords, I have the Page of Pentacles, and then I have the Knight of Pentacles. And it's like you're realizing that you have to pick yourself up and just kind of naturally take steps forward. Not rush into anything, not jump into anything, not try and make plans where there might be some mishaps or something like that. It feels like you're just kind of like, all right, well, I'm just going to start brand new. I'm going to start fresh. And then with the Knight of Pentacles, I'm going to try and not skip the steps. I'm going to try and be very methodical and analytical. And that's, I mean, again, we're in, the Knight of Pentacles is Virgo energy. It's mutable earth, right? And we're still working with that Virgo energy right now. But I want you to know that the things that you planted during the new moon in Virgo, and now everything is starting to come into fruition, you can start putting things into action. There will be some hiccups, you know, as we kind of transition into Libra season, where we have to reevaluate some things and allow ourselves time to like reevaluate and reassess some of the things that we've already put into play. But for now, if you've been waiting to jump on something, or if you have been feeling like nothing's really working and nothing's really working and nothing's really working, go for it right now. You know, allow yourself to kind of take that leap. Take that leap of faith. Let's see what this Three of Wands is. Make sure you're doing all of this in integrity too. Yeah, see? As you're looking out into the future and making plans and waiting for things to come into fruition, that Temperance card is screaming loud and clear, right? Balance out your heart and your mind. Be very, very patient, because the things that you are dreaming of, the things that you are planning in your mind, and maybe even in, you know, it's coming. I do feel like, and this is why I wanted to, this is why I said use your integrity, because I was hearing, as I looked at the Ace of Swords, while I was clarifying that one, I was looking at the Ace of Swords and I heard, watch how you are interacting with people. Like, watch your words right now. Because Mercury is so fired up, conjunct Mars right now, it could be very, very easy to say something you don't necessarily mean. Like, you're not trying to be rude about it, or you're not trying to be mean about it, but it comes out the wrong way. You know what I mean when I say that? So really watch your words. Watch how you're presenting yourself. Watch how you're putting yourself out there. Because that Page of Wands is telling me that there's some kind of conversation that needs to be had. Something needs to be hashed out. And if it's not being hashed out, there's you know, there's a chance that you could say something that you don't necessarily want somebody to take offense to, but they still take offense to. Just watch your words, watch how you're saying. And if you do say something, or somebody says something to you, if somebody says something to you and it triggers you, instead of getting into an argument about it, just be like, you know, the way to victory is for you to say, like, take a step back and be like, what was that? What was that trigger that just happened? What do I need to do to reassess the trigger? Yada, 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 right? Also, if you say something and it triggers somebody else, you have to know that if you didn't mean any harm by it, but it still triggers somebody, it's not your job to make them feel bad. Like, that's their issue. That's a trigger and a wound that they need to deal with. So I don't want you to feel guilty about that. But because for some reason I do feel like some people, they might get like, some people are going to try and guilt you into feeling a certain way about how they feel because they didn't like what was said or something like that. But the way out of this, the way to feel better, the way to rise above, and maybe that's what the Six of Wands is, rising above the situation, not getting caught up in the drama, not getting caught up in, you know, the things, all the stuff, right? So we have the Fool on the Six of Wands. And this is all about taking that risk. And this is where you're going to have to rise above to take the, you're ready. You're ready to be seen. You're ready to put yourself out there. You're ready to show up, right? And maybe for a while you haven't felt ready. And now it's time. That Fool, even though it's risky, it looks favorable. You know what I mean? Even though it could be a risk, it's still favorable. Let's see what this Ten of Swords is, because I feel like this Ten of Swords has already happened. Like, I don't think that this is something that we can look forward to. Oof. So there was some kind of ending that feels like an ending to stability. The King of Pentacles, though, and this could be somebody that's in your life, or this could be you, where a part of you had to let go of a part of you. You had to end a part of you. Maybe there was an ending with somebody that you know, or somebody that you were close to. They had to go through an ending process, and they started off as the king and they were kind of brought to their knees, and now they're having to work their way back up from Page of Pentacles to the Knight of Pentacles and so on and so forth. You know what I mean? It's like they were kind of cut off at the knees, and they said, You know, the universe was like, you were getting a little too cocky there, King of Pentacles, here you go. Right? They were kind of handed their due. There might have been some kind of karmic repercussions that started, and now they have to start over. They have to start fresh. Let's see what this Page of Pentacles is. This story is getting very, very interesting. I was talking last night about the drama and the soap opera-ness of the stories. It's so funny. It's like, I'm just nosy. Just a little nosy. Okay. So in order for you to feel independent, in order for you to feel like you are getting to another place, you're leveling up in some way, you have to do it on your own. And that's the thing, is maybe there was a relationship that ended with the King of Pentacles, or maybe you're the King of Pentacles, you're the earth sign, or you're the stable one, and you had to end something, and it made you have to do things by yourself, have to do things on your own. Right? So, very interesting. The Nine of Pentacles with the Page of Pentacles. And you almost have to start from the very beginning, but you need to know that the abundance is there. It's real. It actually is happening, as long as you do things the way that you're supposed to do. Like, you know what I mean? Like, do things naturally, like let it organically flow. Take the natural steps forward to get the things done. And as you're making these decisions and you're moving forward, we have the Two of Pentacles on the Knight of Pentacles. As you're making the decisions, just think very methodically and very analytically about it, and allow yourself to see things clearly. Then we have the Two of Wands and the Page of Swords and the Chariot. Be careful who you're talking to about your plans moving forward. Some people don't need to know your business. Some people don't need to know everything that's going on, because they're just going to rain on your parade. Either they're going to rain on your parade, or they're going to take advantage of the situation, right? So that Chariot is saying you're moving in the right direction. That Page of Swords with the Two of Wands is saying be careful who you're talking to about your plans and your decisions. Be careful who are your people around you right now. And then we have the Death card and the Knight of Swords. And this is exactly what I mean. There will be people that do not necessarily like what you're doing. And these are the people that you are transitioning away from, and they don't like that either. And that's bothering them, right? So they're going to do things out of revenge or out of spite or out of, just to make your life a little bit harder. But overall, today can be a really amazing day to be extremely productive. So allow yourself to do that, and don't sit there and worry so much about the things that have happened in the past. Allow yourself to move forward. Allow yourself to push all the past crap away so you can present yourself and push forward with the things that you've been planning on doing and the seeds that you've been planting. Okay? I did forget to mention that my merchandise, just the cup and the t-shirts that I wear, you can find them in the link in the description box. You can also get 20% off of those using the code FEARLESS. I forgot to put that in there along with all the other announcements. So I love you guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I hope everybody is doing well in this energy. I'm personally loving it. I love being energized and awake and not exhausted from the feels, right? So I'm taking advantage of it. I'm going to be as productive as I can. I've already had an entirely full morning. So I love you guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.